Good morning, Spurs fans, or good afternoon, Spurs fans, from Andrew at AJ Aussie Spurs. How are we going today? Just a quick, probably a quick 5-minute video. I just noticed a couple of Aussie names came up during the championship, and another guy in the Serie A, Alessandro Saccati, I think his name is, 22-year-old defender. People are talking about getting a defender. I'll be brutally honest, I'm not sure. I think he might be a central defender. But he's captain Australia. He's 22 years old, has captain Australia, and is captain, just returned to playing from an injury, and he's got given the armband for Parma in the Serie A. So, young guy, young Australian guy. Like I said, this channel will try and promote as the Aussie talent that I see, and one day we might see him in one of them shirts, with the old cockerel over the chest. Irakenda, I think he's had a few. I do believe he flew back to Australia about a few weeks ago. He had some family issues that he had to sort out, and he's been coming off the bench for Watford, but he did create their late winner against Norwich, I think it was, on the weekend. Showed tremendous speed, has been playing on the left, I believe, for Watford. Right footer. As I say, he's got a thunderous right foot. So cutting in from the left onto his right foot could be a thing. We've been, again, people have been saying about left wingers and whatnot. Admittedly, we've got Tell, Odebear, so we've probably got enough. But I'll always, always promote the Aussie flavour because of where I'm from. So, it might be, if people are interested, go and have a quick squiz at that guy, Nestri Irinkunda. I believe he might be getting back on the fan side at Watford. He was a fan favourite, scored a couple of quality free kicks earlier in the year, and everyone was loving him. But then I think he had a few personal issues. He had to come home to Australia to sort out, But I do see that he's obviously starting to enjoy his football a bit more now. So that's always a great sign with Nestri. He can be a bit of an up and down type person in regards to personality, I think. But and he does. I think as he gets more mature and playing in the championship and also playing in Europe. He was on Bayern Munich's book for a little while, and once he gets more mature, he'll be a gun for Australia. But the young guy that I was reading about, Alessandro Saccati, who did captain Australia in one of their World Cup qualifiers or friendlies last couple of games. So I don't know a lot of it. I know he played in Perth, and he seems to be carving it up in Serie A. So there's another Aussie connection there that might be worth having. With the transfer window coming up and all these people talking about spending, we've been given 150 million. Like I think Ange said when he first started, wasn't it? I'd prefer to get 250 million rather than 100 million. With this one we might be able to get bloody 4 20 million players or 5 20 million players, and they'll talk about being Premier League ready, but that's it's the inflation of the bloody players' value that's just getting beyond a joke now. Like as I think I saw on one of the channels, you got 18, 19-year-olds asking 50 and 60 million. That's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So and again, the people say, I need to be Premier League proven and all this sort of stuff. I don't think so anymore. Like, if you check the other European leagues and just have a look around. Don't be frightened. You've got people there, that will give their left nut to be in the Premier League, and if they get, a proposition that they believe in, because you've got to have the people that want to come to Tottenham. They just don't want to come they want to come to Tottenham Hotspur and prove their worth. You know, and I know that's what a lot of the stuff was with Ange and the phone calls, you know, with Vicario and Van de Ven and all that sort of stuff. You got to find the right type of people, right type of personalities to get in this team, and create the bond that they had at Bilbao, and just start smashing it out. So all this talk about, you know, millions and millions and millions of dollars, have a look around and have a bit of a think and think, oh, well, okay, maybe we can get away with having a 20 million player who we can develop, who you just never know these days. Come in, you know, 20 million player could come in and go bang, just take the league by storm, because he wants to prove himself. You know, these ones that are Premier League proven, you know, well, I've done it there, and I'll come to Tottenham. This could be my, you know. I think sometimes we've got to be wary of the people that have, you know, we look at Paulinho, you know, he came in, he was going to be the saviour, and he hasn't played he hasn't started in the last, 6 or 7 games. Is that was it a false hope, or I'm not sure whether that's on Thomas or who knows. So yeah, just thought I'd do a quick one. As I say, I just saw a couple of Aussie names come up that I thought I'd shout out to everyone. Young Alessandro Siccardi, I think his name is, and Nestri. And again, I always push the boat for Geordie Boss. You know, people talk about left fullbacks. Go and check EDA's figure. I sent a few of them, you know, sent a tweet out and showed a few people the figures for him. You go and check them out, and yeah, he's way up there. As I say, I think September, October was Dutch League's bloody Player of the Month, which an Australian's never done. And yeah, and I'm sure he'll be keen to impress because of the World Cup. He's in the Socceroos squad, but I'm sure playing at a higher level, training at a higher level, will just improve him immensely. All right, guys, there we go. That was my Christmas present from my brother. Sort of hung it up there very loosely, but stood the test of the video, so that works out good. So come on, you Spurs, let's go.